My favorite card has had some revamps and updates, but that doesn't mean they're for the better. Let's take a deeper dive into the American Express Gold card to see if you should get this card or if you should kick it to the curb. Welcome back to Tito's Credit Cards, where we talk about cashback and points and how to maximize your redemptions. If that's something that interests you, do me a favor and hit that like and subscribe button to help out the channel. The American Express Gold card has finally been revamped. And the reason that I say finally is because this is not really something new. We kind of have seen that this is something that Amex has been playing with now for quite a few months. And honestly, it would make sense that they would go ahead and revamp this charge card. It has been quite a few years since the last revamp on this card, but obviously any revamp or update will yield either positive or negative results. Let's see if these are positives. And last thing, Chase, did you hear that? Amex just updated their gold card. How about you? When are you going to update this old sucker? We will only focus on the revamps and updates that are available on this charge card. So we're not going to cover the full card in depth. We'll go ahead and do that in another video. So we'll see if those updates are for the better for us, the clients. So as you probably saw a few months ago, I did renew this charge card. But hey, it's never too early to start thinking about next year. So the very first thing that we have to talk about is the annual fee. And by now you probably have noticed that the annual fee has definitely increased. It has gone up from what it used to be. Thinking about it, I'm pretty sure there's never been a credit card or a charge card where the annual fee has gone down. But let me know in the comments below. I might be wrong about that. Either way, the annual fee on the gold card went from $250 all the way up to $325. So when you look at the difference, you would only see a $75 difference. However, that's not the amount that clients would really see. They're only going to focus on the amount that they would see whenever they're applying for the card or whenever they're renewing the card. So for this, we're just going to look at the number of $325. And when you put that annual fee amount, I just have to think of another credit card that is around that same space. It is a little bit more expensive when it comes to the annual fee, but it does offer a couple more benefits. And obviously, I'm talking about the Venture X credit card from Capital One with an annual fee of $395. So as you can see, they are within the same range that it would make sense that you would compare both of these cards now. However, if you would look into both cards and the benefits that they offer, off the bat, off the rip, I would probably say that the Venture X credit card would be a better choice. However, we should definitely have that conversation in a different video. But nonetheless, all you really have to know is that moving forward, the annual fee that you would have to pay on the new Amex Gold card is $325. Now, when it comes to the benefits, I am very happy to say that there are new benefits. That's right. The least you can expect whenever you are going to go ahead and increase the annual fee on any card, whether it's a charge card or a credit card, is that the benefits would definitely increase or would get better, or at least that's what you would hope. So, taking a look at the American Express Gold card, the Uber/Uber Eats and the dining credits, they're staying the same. So you're still getting about $240 worth of credits right there. There are two new benefits or credits that will be available on this card. The very first one that we have to talk about is the Dunkin' Donuts credit. You would get a total of $84 every year that you have this charge card and that you utilize it at a Dunkin' Donuts. Now, how it breaks down is the same way as the dining as well as the Uber/Uber Eats credit. And that is that every single month you're going to get a $7 credit that could go towards any purchases that you make at Dunkin' Donuts. So if you look at it, you could probably get a couple of donuts as well as a coffee for free every single month if you have this charge card. The other new credit that will be available on this card is a $100 statement credit for Resi, and that will be broken down into two $50 semi-annual credits that you would be able to utilize. Now, if you live under a rock like me, you probably never heard of Resi. Again, I didn't. But when you start Googling and trying to find out what it is, you find out that Resi is an online restaurant reservation service company. This is great if you live near big cities like Philadelphia, New York, London, Los Angeles, etc. But if you live far away, then the credit might be a little bit more difficult to utilize. The nearest restaurant that I can utilize this credit for is about 5 miles away, which, hey, that is great. I could definitely utilize that. However, the next nearest restaurant is about an hour and a half away. So again, not the best, but if you live near any cities or any restaurants, then this would be a great way to utilize that $50 semi-annual credit, where you could either take your significant other, family members, or just yourself and go out and have a great lunch or dinner. The only downfall on this is that obviously it depends on your location as well as what's the nearest restaurant that you can actually utilize this credit in. But if you look at those two new credits and you add them on top of the $240 worth of credits that the card already offers, the potential credits that you can have on this card are worth well over $400, which would take care of the annual fee of this credit card, which again is $325. So as long as you're able to utilize the credits, this charge card is very well worth it. The other thing to touch is obviously there is a new option that you can have on this card. So there's the regular gold card, the rose gold card, and now there is a white gold card option, which honestly, to me, it just looks like a brighter version of the regular gold card. I'm sorry, I just don't see how either the new white gold or the rose gold could ever beat the normal regular gold card design. But let me know, I might be wrong in this. And another update when it comes to the dining credit. Five Guys has been added to the list of those restaurants that you can utilize that $10 credit that this card automatically offers you. However, at the same time, on September 26th, Shake Shack as well as Milk Bar will no longer be eligible. However, this credit will still apply to Grubhub, Cheesecake Factory, and the other merchants. So with that being said, the biggest question is this card worth the $325 that you would have to pay every single year to keep it? I would say that it is still there. It's still one of the cards that you should get just because the benefits and the credits are well worth it, and that's before we even get to the multipliers that this card has to offer. Now granted, those benefits and credits will be a little bit tougher to use. No matter how you look at it, it does feel like this is a coupon book light. The gold card is not yet there per se. There's only a few credits that you really have to keep in mind, but at the same time, it is starting to feel a bit like homework. I'm sure you remember back in your days when you went to school and you would always learn something new, whether that was division, multiplication in math, or any other subject. The thing that you would always have is homework. These credits are starting to feel like homework for the American Express Gold Card, in that if you don't do your homework, if you don't make sure that you utilize those credits, there's a really good chance that you will end up paying the full annual, well, rather, you will definitely pay the annual fee of $325, but you're not going to utilize the credits in order to minimize the effect of that annual fee. And if you don't care about the annual fee, then hey, that's cool. But if you're like me and you're trying to make sure that the effective annual fee is as low as possible, potentially zero, then yeah, you're going to care about the credits available on this card. And the fact that you kind of have to remember now to utilize 3 different credits every single month and 1 credit every 6 months is kind of a hassle, to be honest with you guys. But at the end of the day, is the card still worth the $325? Yes, it is. But definitely let me know down in the comments below. Do you agree? Would you still get this card, or will you get this card even if the annual fee now is $325? With that being said, if you found any information useful during this video, please hit that like and subscribe button. Thank you, and I hope to see you in the next one. Adios.